Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tech Call. My name is Glenn, this is Michael Thorton, and this is his amazing butterfly kick. Now, when we last left off, we were just given a secret assignment by Stealthy Dude here to go and steal something from the medical bay. But we gotta be careful because we are wearing quite noisy armor, and I don't think I have anything to replace it with, which kinda sucks. Because I'd really like to. I can't even get civilian clothing on. So now we gotta be really careful as we go and sneak back to the medical bay to get whatever it is that, you know, he wants. Because he wants something. So let's go get it.
Are you waiting for clearance? Go ahead.
Walking on it, dude. Something over there. We might have to use our silent running technique to get the awareness up. Ooh, something else to steal. Now we got a dossier on Westridge. Now anyone else. So now we wait for him to move. Come on. Punch to the throat. Oh, now we gotta hide. Because now you spawned up there. Alright, hopefully you don't see your dead friend here, so let's just go. Alright, stealthing up. Stealthing up. So over here, I can't pick up this pistol. 13 tranquilizer. Okay. Alright. Well, you're over there. Okay. I see they're still talking. Let's get the awareness back on. It up. Alright, come on. Keep moving. Just keep moving. Actually. Punch to the throat. Okay. Now you can sleep. Me to steal. Ooh. Some trank ammo lying around for a gun that I don't have. Ooh, the gun range. Okay, now go back to stealth mode. Let's go get the awareness skill back. Why your camera somewhere? Stealth. Open the door. Here. There's the medical room.
Interesting.
There's just one right there. Let's see if he sees the open door. There's the medical bay. come on. Don't look over
Well, that's
here.
interesting.
Right.
You hear that?
Punch the throat. You didn't hear anything. Here we go. Retrieve data. Ooh, coming over here. Got 50 XP. Darcy on Alpha Protocol. That's quite nice. Oh, is this my brain? Oh, wait. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Looks like that hurt. Well, there's nothing else here for us to take. Now, we gotta stealth out of here. Being super stealthy. There's no one here to see us. Yeah, we're being super stealthy. I can't butterfly kick the glass. That's upsetting. Open the door. There's still no one. Copyright. Hello, camera. Go, 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 go. Ah, hello. You've woken up. Oh, you got a new patrol pattern. I need to get over there. We gotta steal. Uh-oh. I can hear him. Where are you at, son? Oh, he's right there. Hello? Where are you gonna go next? Come on, between you and me. Where are you going? You just gonna stand there? What are you doing, man? That's nice. Okay, come on. Alright, so what we're gonna do is, he goes through the other door, like he should. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing out of the ordinary. And hello, Parker. I'm back. I've got your Jacob file.
Did you do as I asked?
Got the data, no problem.
I'll download it from your PDA. Were you seen?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, well, then that'll have to be sufficient.
Now that you have this file, huh? Anything you can tell me about my real assignment?
You're going to the Middle East to recover stolen prototype missile technology.
Oh,
The probability
fun.
of success is in the lower 20th percentile.
Wait, I'm going to the Middle East?
I've downloaded intel onto your PDA. That should prove useful when you reach your destination.
That intel you gave me, why wouldn't I have that already if I'm going on the mission?
That is a good question, Agent. I would find an answer to it when you can. If not here, then in Saudi Arabia.
I don't like the
Ooh,
sound
we're
of
going
that.
to Saudi.
Good.
So when am I shipping out?
After you finish your orientation with Westridge, it's customary for him to outline, in a slow and plodding way, his expectations for you. Then he'll send you to fetch, like a good dog.
I'm not sure I like that comparison.
Yeah, well, none of us do, Agent. But such is the nature of the kennel you've been put in. Was there anything else?
What do you actually do here?
My primary role is intelligence analysis, but at times I serve as a handler during sensitive missions.
Cool.
So you've been on a lot of Alpha Protocol ops.
Key ones, yes. I was involved in the events leading up to your assignment, in fact.
How?
Ooh.
I took on the role of a contractor, an accountant. Money is one of the easiest ways to track events. It often leaves the best fingerprints.
So you're a spy.
I'm an observer. I rarely take action. But the smallest event, if analyzed incorrectly or acted on improperly, could have great repercussions. And that's where I come in, to interpret events.
Like butterfly wings sparking a tornado? That kind of thing?
Spare me the butterfly cliché. Guerrilla actions, nuclear tests, exposing a corrupt politician, a rise in grain prices, and... yes, the downing of an airliner in the Middle East. All of these things have the potential to create larger catastrophes.
Okay.
Controlling the
Yeah, that's probably a cool
repercussions of these events, getting agents the information they need to put fires out before they rage out of control, that is my job.
So when I'm in the field, my orders come from you, or another analyst. My job is, what, to listen?
Yes, it's a numbers game, but decisions must be made quickly. If the decisions are solely reactive or passive, well, then you operate at a disadvantage.
So sometimes you create events.
For political equilibrium, yes, at times. At other times, to give America an economic advantage.
I thought we were mostly mission-driven.
We are. But even you will see the effect that even seemingly minor interactions have on the structure of a mission. Carry the logic one step up, and it shouldn't be hard for you to grasp.
What else do you do here aside from analysis?
Whatever is needed.
You know, I actually thought you were the janitor when I arrived.
That would either be an insult or an excellent deduction. I'm guessing the former.
I was actually just trying to make conversation. But why would that be an excellent deduction?
Yeah,
Because, Agent, Alpha Protocol can only maintain plausible deniability as long as no one knows we exist. That means continually cleaning and scouring data, masking our communication lines, and protecting our global positioning.
I understand. That must be a full-time task, and an important one.
Agreed. Even Westridge would say I hold the most important post in the facility. So, in short, yes, I clean up after others, and if necessary, I'm the one tasked with shutting this program down.
Shutting it down?
Turning off the lights, putting up the chairs, locking the door.
What does that mean exactly?
This place cannot be found. If Alpha Protocol is compromised, any evidence of the program must be deleted.
But what happens to the... I mean, is there an escape route, or what happens?
What do you mean, Agent? Be specific. I dislike dancing around an issue if one exists.
The people.
What happens to the people?
Expendable.
Are you serious?
Oh.
You are serious. You sound like you've done this before.
If I have, it's classified.
Oh.
Or perhaps I'm joking.
I
Are we
don't
done
think
here,
you're
Agent?
joking, man.
I think I've answered all your questions.
Some of them, yeah. The others can wait.
Okay. That was fun. Guess we gotta go to Gadget Land now. Dang. That was dark.
About time you got here. Guess you were too busy laughing it up from the weapons range, huh? You got me good there.
I did, and I'll do it again if need be.
Yeah, well, we'll see, Mikey. It's still early. I'm glad you finally showed up. Thought you might have gotten lost on the way here. Or were too busy beating up some more guards.
Neither. Just surveying the area, actually. Checking out the facility.
Gonna play around with Darcy.
Yeah, sure. Oh, by the way, not a good idea. Hitting the guards, I mean. The ones here have a lot of time on their hands, and that means a lot of time to hold grudges.
I'll keep that in mind, but I wasn't expecting to be drugged and attacked.
A good agent's ready for anything, Mikey. But enough chit-chat. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Well, you do. I'm mostly here as an observer. I'll be doing your evaluation, too.
What's that out there? A used car lot?
A target range for you. For me, more like a shooting gallery. Head out the door there and we'll get started.
All right, then.
Open the locker and equip yourself. If you use them all, just come back and grab some more. All right, everyone's favorite. Grenades. Let's see that arm of yours. Go on. Start chucking them. They're concussion rounds, so don't be skittish. They sting, not kill.
Okay. Alright.
All right, now how about something more challenging? Try a ricochet to hit the target behind the wall. Lob it behind the target and use the wall for a hook shot.
Ah, okay.
Now, try and get one through the window.
The window?
Now for some fireworks. Try and chuck one beneath the truck and take out the gas tank.
Oops.
Never get tired of that one. Now, see that electronic lock there? Use your EMP grenade to shut it down. Can save you time in the field.
I don't have an EMP grenade. Oh, there it is.
It's shut down. No more lock. All right, see that locker there?
Let me guess. You want me to place one on the door?
Nice, and just in time.
Hey, Darcy, open up.
Some of the other guards will be pulling double shifts for a while. You know those guards you beat up when you got out of medical? Yeah, well, they're gonna be joining us in a second. You've got a head start, so if I were you, I'd set an ambush. Just start running. Me, I'd use the mines. That's what they're for.
First shot at him. Devices. Hey, Thornton!
There we go.
The doc's gonna be pissed. All right, all done. Head on up, Mike. I'll give you a breakdown on your performance.
Ooh, okay.
So, Mikey, you did all right on the basic run.
Basic run. More than alright on the basic run.
You know, that performance wasn't half bad. Almost as good as my record. How about we up the stakes? Take this to the big leagues.
Ooh, I like
What do you have in mind?
All right, me and the guards, who you already met when you woke up, pooled our petty cash. And we'd like to make you a little bet.
Okay.
All right. I'm listening.
It's a rematch, on our terms. It's simple. Disable all the alarms and escape the area in the time provided. And you take home the winnings. If you lose, you'll owe us. Got it?
Got it.
Sounds good to me.
Just head into the range and we'll get to it, Mikey.
All right, then. Tell your team to get ready.
So here we are. Rematch for you and the guards, but on their terms.
Oh, look, I have Overclock, an ability that increases the damage and stun duration for the next offensive gadget used.
So listen up. There's alarms hidden all over the course. All you need to do is shut them down. But the guards are going to try and reset them. Every time an alarm goes off, another squad's coming in. And they all want a shot at you, trust me. Alarm goes off enough times, and you're going to get trampled. But
Okay.
you have the technology to beat them. So let's see you even the odds, if you can. Trying to get back to the medical bay, huh?
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Nice, Mike. There's the distraction.
You associated location 2.
Kill him again.
Yeah! Ah, that feels good. Oh. One, 2, 3.
There you go. Getting sick of hearing them anyway. Thought they might have you for a second. Guess I was wrong. Alright, head on up and I'll call someone in to clean up the course.
Oh,
And the
thank you,
bodies.
Darcy. Ah, they're fine. They're just knocked out.
Pretty thorough. Made a real mess of things. In a good way.
That's all I need. See you in the field, Darcy.
Ooh, 20 grand.
If you say so, Mikey.
It's Mike. Okay. So, yeah, with Darcy. And go on the meat portion. Can I just go see Mina again? Hello, Mina.
Westridge can give the rest of your evaluation.
All right, then.
Oh. Oh, okay. Just came to see you say one line. Thank you, Mina. Well then, check the email. We've listened to the terrorist broadcast thingy. I think it's time we go meet our benevolent overlord, Westridge. I can't kick down the door. I really wanted to kick down the door. Well then. Let's go.
Asshole Parker's got me checking the systems again.
Good. Good. Alright, Westridge. Let's talk. So, let's have a chat. Hi.
You guys must have spent a fortune on the TVs in this place.
You all done?
You tell me.
Now you're learning. I have to admit, I was worried whether we'd be able to keep you here after you woke up in medical. You gave our staff a run for its money.
I gave it my best, and so did they.
Fair enough. It'll be a good excuse to up the morning drills around here. Looks like you did well on the tech portion of the test. Very well. Past Darcy's bitching, there's some real compliments in here if you look at the numbers.
Good.
Mina's report on your weapon skill was impressive. In fact, I think you outperformed many other guards. And it's your first day.
She's a good teacher.
She is. And she has a good eye for potential. I'll let her know your opinion.
Yay.
And here's a surprise. A positive evaluation from Parker. On the numbers side as usual. But he actually took the time to write a sentence.
He did.
Did?
What was the sentence?
You may have been right about this one, Westridge. For Parker, that's high praise. Assuming you don't let us down, Mike.
That's nice.
Looks like that's it for the physical evaluation. Now for the hard part.
Yay.
Tell me why you're here. Not everyone gets chosen for this line of work, but you volunteered. Usually we have to ask.
Dude.
I want to serve my country.
And you think by being assigned here is the best way to do that.
Give me a mission, and I'll prove it.
I asked to be here.
What makes you think you're ready? Because I tell you, we get a lot of recruits in here, and you're not convincing me.
I think I'd like to cut through this bullshit and get to the mission.
In good time. Even vets like yourself could benefit by what I'm about to tell you. Beyond the guns, tech, and sneaking around in the dark, there's one last part of this job that nobody else here quite gets.
I'm listening.
Good, because listening is a large part of it. The way you talk to people, your attitude. That's what we're going to discuss now.
Okay.
I'm not sure I understand. Is there something wrong with how I deal with people?
No, believe it or not, you're not here because you're a people person. You're here because your psych profile says you're skilled at manipulating others.
Was that a compliment?
You'll see. The way you project yourself definitely affects what people think of you, and your reputation with them.
And if I want to impress them?
You don't always want to or need to. Having a good or bad rep with someone can actually gain you different benefits. Sometimes you want to piss someone off so they can't think straight. Other times you want to build a strong rapport with someone and talk your way out of a bad situation. All depends on your objective. This goes for your handlers as well. We're going to be sending you into a lot of dangerous places, and your only backup is going to be who you're talking to on your headset. How you treat them is going to have an effect on the success of your mission.
So if I piss them off, I'm screwed?
No. A handler that likes you too much and puts emotions before the mission can be just as dangerous as one who resents you.
This is a long way of telling me that I should just act the way I want? And if I compromise an asset in the field by choosing the wrong path?
No, again, there are no bad choices, just results. Over time, folks may hear about you and your attitude before they meet you. They may have a preconceived notion of how you're going to treat them, which can affect their reaction.
Well, maybe they should take the time to know the real me.
If only. Time's something no one seems to be able to spare, especially during a conversation. Although that can be a plus.
If I need a breather to assess the situation, right?
The clock doesn't stop when you're speaking to someone. So if you need to get your second win before a fight, making small talk can buy you time.
But if I'm running on adrenaline, won't chatting take me off my guard?
It can. So if you need to get to the point, act instead of fight. For example, if you don't think I have any more to teach you, then you could just say, I'm done with this. I wouldn't think any less of you. You seem to have the basics down.
Why wouldn't I just shoot someone instead of talking to them?
Sometimes it is better if you shoot first. Still, approaching someone to talk to them can allow you to get the drop on them if you get close enough to strike. Use it if you have to, if the conversation isn't going your way. Assuming there's even a way you want the conversation to go.
So how do I know what provokes someone? I'd rather rattle them if I can.
If that's what you want to do, pay attention to the clues in your environment. Sometimes people will have advice, and intel can help. But there's another way. Read much?
Everything I can get my hands on, or download, or take from scribbled bloody confessions.
There's a host of information out there through dossiers, email, and other documents that represent total research others have collected on a target, organization, or operation.
And what does that get me, exactly?
Sometimes you'll spot obvious triggers. People who don't respond well to smartasses, like me. Others who respect loyalty, duty, a professional approach. Others who don't have time for bullshit, and like it when you get to the point. But dossiers just don't contain psych information. They'll usually have combat information on your target as well. What side they favor, any past injuries, common weapons or tactics they use. Some of it blunt, some of it subtle. But if push comes to shove, it can give you an edge in combat. The more you've done your homework, the more vulnerable they'll be.
Makes sense to me. I'd rather get a firefight over with as quickly as possible.
Amen to that. Our records are complete, so use them when you have downtime.
You have dossiers on everyone here?
Yep, if you can dig them up. You might learn a few things. Sometimes reading a dossier will give you more options when dealing with others. A few facts to bring up, to shake secrets loose.
What about you?
You should already know what makes me happy, Mike, and what pisses me off.
How do I know when I have the go-ahead to start accessing files?
After meeting a target or hearing their name referenced by someone else, you should have a target ID. Then hop onto the database and start doing your homework. You can usually unlock their basic information at that point. Let's start with a simple one. Al-Samad. That should be familiar to you.
The terrorist group.
Yes, you can research groups as well as people. It doesn't carry the same benefits, but it can provide useful intel in the field. Talking to people about others is a good way to help gain dossier information. Sometimes people will have information on someone that can unlock a brand new thread in your computer search.
Okay, so I've suffered through your interrogation, and know how to give one if need be. Am I ready or not?
We'll see. Meet me in the command center, and I can give you a proper mission briefing.
Good, because I'm sick of this room.
Trust me, Mike. If it was up to me, you'd never see this interrogation cell again.
Sweet.
Recognize him?
That's Sheikh Ali Shahid, the voice of Al-Samad. They say he was responsible for shooting down that airliner in the Middle East.
Yeah, he got his hands on some prototype Halbeck technology. A missile with a multi-stage targeting system called Jacob's Ladder. That airliner was his first target.
Specs and shadiness of this whole thing aside, how did Shahid get his hands on that missile?
Missiles. He's got more. He stole them from Halbeck, and we need them back before he gets any more trigger-happy. Then we want you to kill him.
You know where he is?
No, but that'll be part of your mission in the Middle East. Find the missiles, then find him and take him out.
You don't want him taken alive?
If he cooperates, sure, bring him in. On the off chance he tries to kill you, then put a bullet in his head.
I'll put my years in charm school to use.
All right, then pack your gear. You're heading to Saudi Arabia.
Not coming with me?
I'll be there in spirit, and on video and radio when needed, Agent.
And I just got here. Oh, well, I'm gonna miss this place.
I doubt it. I'll contact you when you reach Saudi Arabia.
Alright. Thanks. Complete all objectives, into experience. 22,500 we made. After awakening, there's armed guards. Blah 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 blah. Bonus objective. Was hit and injured. Able to conduct orientation. He's still recovered. Oops. John Darcy reports that Thornton is fully cleared, and notes his use of gadgets was inventive. Okay. Several injuries to the gadget due to miscommunication. Blah blah blah. He vanished for a short time period unknown, though claims he knows nothing out of the ordinary. And Operation Desert Spear. So our most effective weapon was these hands. Sustained 200 damage. Blah 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 blah. Orphans created. Oh my. Are we gonna have a running tally of orphans we've made? Oh, and about $48,000 in medical bills. Yay. Oh.
Care to explain how Halbeck lost its missiles?
Old news. Recounting error.
Oh, sorry. Not counting error.
The missiles. You didn't lose them, did you?
Angry, Mr. Thornton? Because of what happened in Saudi Arabia.
A bit, yeah. I'd say I'm a little bit angry. But what happened in Saudi Arabia? I guess we'll find out.
Mike, can you read me? I'm getting lots of interference.
I made it to Saudi Arabia, sir. I'm at the safe house.
I guessed that much. See any shadowy agents in trench coats at the airport?
Should I have?
No, sir. I don't think so.
That was a joke, Mike. But stay on your toes anyway. Finding Shahid is your primary objective. Trouble is, we don't know his location. But we have 3 leads. An arms dealer, Nasri, is believed to have sold the missiles to Shahid, and he's currently operating in Saudi Arabia. If you can intercept him, maybe he can tell you where Shahid is, or guide you to the missiles.
Do we have anything else on Nasri?
Nothing more than what's in his dossier. If you can manage to make any contacts and find out more, we'd welcome it. We also tracked down the location of an airfield Shahid used in the past. If you can sneak in and plant a listening device, we may be able to track flight Shahid is using to move through Saudi Arabia.
And the third lead?
We've got the coordinates of an Al-Samad detention camp, also used as a stockpile for weapons. We suspect the missiles may be stored there.
Any backup, sir?
Just Darcy on the comm.
Any backup, sir?
Funny, Mike. Darcy's enough. We'll want you to go in alone, recon the area, and shut down their radar and communications. Once that's down, we can call in air support and hit the camp hard.
No pressure.
And no backup. Get used to it. It's the job. You check out your new home yet? It's got some perks you might be interested in.
Anything beyond the weapons locker?
Thought that might hold your attention.
It did? Anything else?
A computer with a hub connection so fast you'll feel like you're going back in time.
What, to the Stone Age? Please.
You can do dossier research, encrypted emails, and if need be, access some of the weapons dealers in the area. That'll be done on your own dime, however, using whatever funds you can find in Saudi Arabia.
I understand, sir. We wouldn't want Alpha Protocol tied to any weapons trafficking in the Middle East.
Exactly. The weapons locker you already found, help yourself to what's inside. Just be sure to choose the ammo and armor you think suits the mission.
I can do
When
that.
you're ready to head out, just use the front door, or access the missions from the main terminal. I'll have already uploaded all the mission specs to your PDA. You can review them at any time.
Alright, so is that it? Westridge. Great. Home sweet home.
So we now got 11 points, because we got a little bit of a bonus from the last mission, so... Awareness Master. Like, no, oh, yep, okay, I want that. And, so we can get a point in pistols, more pistol ammo, that would be nice. Bonus to SMG damage, bonus to shotgun damage, extra assault ammo. Okay, so I won't kill myself with devices. Better healing, resilience, or Fury. Well, Fury sounds like fun, but I don't know how much hand-to-hand stuff we'll be doing, so... You know, I think we're gonna have to go with a... carefully aimed shot. Alright, so that just... okay. No, I think we'll get a rank in pistols. I like more pistol ammo. Okay. So, wow, this is nice. We get a fountain? Wait, okay, well, I think we're gonna have to... I think we're gonna... oh, you can see his reflection! Okay. So I think we will do this all next time. So I have been Glenn. This has been Michael Thornton. And this is Butterfly King. Yeah! Ah, that's never gonna get old. And we will see you next time.